Olle, who knows everything about this.
And nothing. I think that the standardization in our domain that we come from telecom is very well organized, and we have the non-fora, and as you know, Ericsson are very active in driving the 3GPP and 5G standardization. When we go into new areas, we learn that it's much more complex. And I think I have a 600-page document that describes the different standardization initiatives in transport and electrification of transport. So I think it's not so easy to say that this is one single body. What we are aiming to do is to identify the topics that we think are the key enablers for these scenarios, find the bodies and be actively engaged, and at the same time take use cases from those industries into our already well-established standardization engagement in the mobile industry.
So you don't have any specific, like the ITU number or ISO numbers for ISO 60631 or like that?
Yeah, I mean, we cannot go into that details now. I mean, there are some initiatives on ITS, for instance, but I think it's too complex. We can take it afterwards.
Okay.
Right. So question from back.
A lot of the standards efforts in the US for intelligent transport seem to be focusing on the short-range vehicle-to-vehicle communication. If that's successful, what implications does that have for the connected traffic cloud? Because it seems to me the cloud's not involved in that sort of communication.
If I can take that, I think it's we have seen those vehicle-to-vehicle and vehicle infrastructure use cases being pushed by the automotive industry and road authorities for many years. They are frequency allocated in the US, in Asia and Europe on 5.9, 5.8 gigahertz. What we have seen is that to make this work have been a real challenge for that industry. And remember that these were defined at the words when we had 2G as the standard in the mobile network, which was obviously not suitable for use cases in road hazard warnings or active safety. What have happened though is that the latency characteristics in 3G and 4G and even more in 5G is being so remarkably improved that it will fit for at least the event-based messages for the vehicle-to-vehicle and vehicle-to-infrastructure communication. So we believe that the main point is not to look at one single access technology for every use case, but rather look at a mix and a hybrid of different technologies. So we believe in a combination of those roadside units based on DSRC, but the important is to provide the data in a consistent way for the authority, the users and the commercial players, so that the cloud solutions should be able to manage data from, so to say, whatever infrastructure. So I think it's the deployment that will tell.
Right. Yeah. You said that you decided on these sort of three main industries. Obviously, there's lots of others you could have. What sort of factors did you take into account? Was it, for example, electricity, oil prices? Did you look at sort of global kind of trends and macroeconomic issues as well? You thought there were more opportunities?
We looked at is there a transformation going on right now, or has it happened already? And in these three cases, yeah, we see that a lot will happen the next coming years. We also looked at what kind of companies is it? Because Ericsson is a certain company, and we're used to do business with quite big companies. So if we take healthcare, for instance, it would be much more divided and more difficult for a company like Ericsson to do business with them. And then you can't pick too many. We have had lengthy discussions about other industries, and there are good reasons to go in there, but if we don't focus, we will not know that business good enough to be someone that those customers want to play with. So we picked those three because that's where we will make most difference. Over time, we will go for more industries. We'll use our horizontal capabilities, but that will take some time. However, we're scouting. We have Olle here and other people around the globe doing minor things, but that's nothing that we will try to scale at this stage. That will wait.
Do you think any regions will be quicker adopters of certain types than others, like emerging regions, or?
Yes, for sure. And depending on business here, we are picking different areas, and also depending on Ericsson's strengths and where we are as a company. So there are several different factors that have made us go for certain regions or even countries within regions. And if we spread wide, we will not be successful. So this is a very, very important thing for us. Focus. I am, sorry, but I'm a no-sayer within Ericsson, because there are so many thoughts about what we can do. But if we don't get the scale, there will be no margins, so focus.
So will this business or cloud business will be a hardware business or it will be a service business?
It will be a combination of, first of all, Ericsson as a company, we have moved from really being a hardware provider to a software and services company. Some 70% is from services and software. This is a combination of our strengths, which is our technology and, of course, our strong services arm. So we are providing solutions. That's what we're providing. In some cases, it's mainly software. In some cases, it's a lot of services. But of course, we want both. We want business here and now, and we want recurrent business as well.
Any further questions? No? Fantastic. Thank you all.